Round 7 of the FIM Motocross World Championship, the MXGP of France at Saint-Jean-d'Angely, MX2 Race 1, and it was the 8th foxhole shot for number 61, Jorge Prado. Behind him, Michele Chervelin, Zach Pichon, Adam Sterry, Dylan Walsh, Brian Moreau, and then Jago Geerts. Brian Moreau, though, fell down the first hill. Jago Geerts quickly into third, though, before a third of the way round the lap, signalling his intent. Took a couple of laps to find his way past Chervelin, but when he did, that pass was for second. Thomas Kjer Olsen didn't make a great start, but he had to charge through the field. He found his way past Adam Sterry to get himself into fourth. His teammate, though, fell just a couple of places ahead of him. Jacoby would eventually come home in 8th. 2 laps to go, though. The crowd on their feet because Jago Geerts whittled down a 3-second gap to Jorge Prado. And the Monster Energy Kjer Yamaha rider from Belgium took his first ever career win in race 1. MXGP race 1, Tony Cairoli good out of the start, better than he was in qualifying, but it was Arnaud Tonus in his second foxhole shot of the season. Cairoli was there second. Up the inside, Tim Gajser quickly got into third. He was closely followed by Febvre and the 91 of Kjer. Dropping downhill for the first time then, it was the Yamaha from the KTM, but by turn 6, the Honda of Gajser cut to the inside of the 222, took over second position. A lap later, he was past Tonus and into the lead. Cairoli quickly followed by the Yamaha rider as well, as he didn't want to let Gajser too far out of his tracks. Gauthier Paulin, he fell from 11th position early on in the race. He would pick himself up in 18th. Meanwhile, Clement de Sau was up the inside of Jeremy Kjer as he was chasing a top 5 position, but it was Tim Gajser who took his 6th race win of the year. MX2, race 2. Once again, it was Jorge Prado, this time foxhole shot number 9. His teammate was up the inside, right there with him, Tom Vial, as they came out of the second turn at the top of the hill. Adam Sterry, another good start for him on the F&H Kawasaki in third, number 8-11. Jago Geerts in fourth. Geerts had a real chance to win the overall. Tom Vial fell on the first lap, though. He would pick himself up in 28th and fall again later on in the race. A close call between Jago Geerts and Adam Sterry as the Belgian pushed by the Welshman into third. Another poor start for Olsen, this time working his way through the field to an eventual 5th place by the time the flag fell. That was the second time that Vial would fall. He would eventually come home in 28th. The two teammates, Watson and Geerts, battled over second for much of the race as Henry Jacoby fell. He would pick himself up in 17th. Olsen worked his way to that 5th place. More moves in the latter stages of the race. Geerts fell whilst closing in on Prado. That gave the Spaniard a little bit of breathing space at the head of the field. Adam Sterry eventually came home in 6th after being passed by Olsen in the latter stages of the race. It was Prado with his 11th race win of the season. Of course, he took the overall as well. Jago Geerts, his 3rd podium in 2019, and Olsen was 3rd with a 3.5. And in the championship, Jorge Prado extends his lead from 3 to 14 points now over Olsen. Geerts up to 3rd. Jacoby is now 7 points further back, and Evans now up to 5th. That was your podium here this weekend in MX2.
Yeah, it was a hard weekend. We had to push a lot in both motos, but you know, we finally got it done. That's the most important points for the championship as well. So I'm feeling good, feeling strong. So let's train and get better for the next one.
MXGP race 2, Tony Cairoli and Paul Jonas hit the gate. But it was Romain Febvre who just edged out Tonus for his first foxhole shot first since race 2 Latvia 2018. 3 Yamahas led down the first hill, though, with Febvre, Tonus and Paulin. Van Hoorbeek was there in 4th position, but just behind them, Clement de Sau. He was in 5th, but not for long. He made his move on the Belgian, Van Hoorbeek, to go into 4th, and then quickly past Paulin to break up the Yamaha train. Gajser wasn't far behind either in 5th place. Tony Cairoli fell at the end of lap 1. He was into 14th. He dropped himself down to 25th. He also stalled later in the race as well. He would eventually come home 17th. De Sau couldn't do anything to keep the hard-charging Honda at bay. And Gajser by lap 3 was up into 3rd. He then quickly went after Tonus a few laps later to get into second. And then he went after, that was Kjer, stalling his KTM. Just lost a position there though. Febvre in the end couldn't hold back Tim Gajser. Gajser in no mood for hanging around. He was a 1-1 in Portugal a week ago. Another double win here. Febvre second, Tonus third. Gajser, a back-to-back win for him and Honda, the first time now since 2017, rounds 3 and 4, Argentina and Mexico. Tony Kjer's lead has been slashed to 10 points. The first non-KTM podium since Sweden 2017, and Yamaha get 2 riders on the podium since Thailand 2016, round 2. Kjer still leads the championship though as we head to Russia.
Yes, I'm really happy how both days, yesterday and today, went. I was having fun, and I think that's the most important thing. You have to have fun, and then you can go really fast. So, yeah, 2 good races. I mean, the starts were not there. We have to work on the starts to get better there. But I mean, riding and selecting the lines was good. So I was really enjoying.